We're live here at Georgetown High School. Sorry about that. Little delay in the music there. The Georgetown Eagles, the Hendrickson Hawks come into tonight's ball game to battle for first place in District 23, but it's all brought to you by Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Mack Hike Ford Lincoln in Georgetown. Thank you to Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Mack Hike Ford Lincoln for bringing you Georgetown Eagle basketball free all regular season long here on the SHN Sports Network. Proud sponsors of Georgetown Eagle boys basketball and Georgetown First Responder Broadcasting. And so we appreciate everything they do for Georgetown boys basketball. We're live here. This two teams set atop the top two standings of District 23. Georgetown at 9-1, Hendrickson at 8-2. One of the two losses for Georgetown, or for Hendrickson, came at the hands of your Georgetown Eagles, 49-48 in overtime. Back, let's see when that was, on January the 9th, a ball game that featured back and forth between these two teams and a beautiful layup. At the end of the ball game, Kai Canfield gets the inbound pass on the Hendrickson's into the court, brings it down the court, and gets a high screen from Ryan Dupre. And then Kai Canfield takes it all the way to the hoop. The runner up and off the rim and in for the bucket. Hendrickson had one less opportunity under 7 seconds, and a turnover gave the game away, and Georgetown came away the winner 49-48. And so Georgetown sits there with just the one loss. That was to Eastview, 61-60. That rematch comes up next Friday night when Eastview hosts Georgetown back over at Eastview High School. Remember, be there and be loud to support your Eagles. That's going to be a battle there as Eastview is trying to fight for that last position in the playoffs with Cedar Creek in fourth place. So tonight, Georgetown at 23-7 overall, 9-1 in district, comes in on a 4-game winning streak. The Hendrickson Hawks 21-10 overall, 8-2 in district play. The standings for district: Georgetown at 9-1 in first place, Hendrickson in second at 8-2. Conley 7-3 sits in third place. Cedar Creek alone in fourth place at 6-4. And then you have Eastview at 4-6. Elgin and Pflugerville both at 3-7, and Bastrop at 0-10. And so Eastview, Cedar Creek, that battle right there is an opportunity. Eastview's got to win some games and get some help. And tonight they could get that help. Cedar Creek is playing at Elgin. And so Eastview would love to see Elgin get that win tonight. Pflugerville is at Eastview tonight in other District 23 matchups. Bastrop is also in town in Austin to take on the Conley Cougars. Tuesday night games this week: Georgetown was victorious over Elgin 53-41. Eastview beat Bastrop 77-40. Hendrickson beat Pflugerville 66-57. And Conley beat Cedar Creek 48-42. And so now the Hawks come in under head coach Keenan Dvorak. Seth Cross, Mel Sipp, and Jeff Trevelyan are the assistant coaches. Head-to-head between these two teams, Georgetown took the series lead 4-3 after the last meeting to go up 4 wins over Hendrickson to 3 losses. Georgetown won that one on 49-48 in that overtime. Hendrickson High School at Pflugerville, Texas, in the Pflugerville ISD, 17.8 miles south of Georgetown. The enrollment, 2,108. The principal is Michael Greb. Superintendent for Pflugerville is Dr. Douglas Killian. The starting lineup for the Hendrickson Hawks tonight, as selected by Coach Keenan Dvorak here in the ballgame. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 1, Chris Davis. At guard, a 5'7 junior, number 3, Trey Williams. At guard, a 6'2 sophomore, number 10, Maddox Quiller. At guard, a 6'3 senior, number 13, Amir Thompson. And at forward, a 6'4 senior, number 15, King Carter. So it'll be Davis, Williams, Quiller, Thompson, and Carter. The scratch tonight for the Hendrickson Hawks, number 4, Chider Ukachukwu, is not suited up for tonight's ballgame. Some updates for your Georgetown Eagles. A tough one is the fact that it is Ryan Dupre. He has been scratched with an injury, and so it looks like he will be unavailable for the rest of the year. A big loss for the Georgetown Eagles. Where does that match up here tonight with the Hendrickson and Georgetown? Georgetown in that last matchup, Ryan Dupre had 18 points. Ukachukwu had 19. So a nice healthy scratch there for both players to lose their top scorers in that ballgame. But nonetheless, a lot of pressure on other players to step up, take advantage of their opportunities to fill those gaps for those two players as the Hawks have to replace Ukachukwu and the Georgetown Eagles have to replace Ryan Dupre. The starting lineup for the Georgetown Eagles, will have it after the national anthem and then the intro by the PA announcer here in just a few minutes. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the warm-up. and the Georgetown Eagles and Hawks will be ready to go at it. Georgetown High School, his head coach is David Canfield, his 7th year at the helm. Assistant coaches Peter Stackman, Kyle Gandy, and Brad Bresnahan. Superintendent for Georgetown ISD is Dr. Devin Padaville. The principal here is Brian Johnson. Athletic director Jason Dean for Georgetown ISD. Athletic coordinator at Georgetown High School is Chuck Griffin. The athletic trainers, Chad Hennessy, Vanessa Rideau. Student trainers, Aaliyah Diaz and Harley Jones. The student assistants, Lucas Reichlich and Michael Lawrence. Another update in the run here by the Georgetown Eagles. Since starting the season 2-4, Georgetown has gone 21-3 in their last 24 games, and those have been big losses, but to good teams. The first of those 3 losses was against Argyle in the Silver Bracket Championship of the Jack Frost tournament. Then they lost to the Liberty Hill Panthers and then to the Eastview Patriots 61-60 back on January 16th. Since then, they've gone on the 4-game winning streak over Bastrop, Conley, Pflugerville, and Elgin. And so your Georgetown Eagles come in tonight ready to go. They'll be in the home whites, G-Town in gray, capital block print lettering above the blue numerals on the front of the jerseys. Eagles in capital block print lettering in gray below the front blue numerals of the white jerseys, white bottoms with gray outline striping on the sides, blue numerals on the back of those jerseys. The Hendrickson Hawks will be in the road black uniforms, and we'll update those after they take off their warm-ups here in just a few minutes. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be ready for the national anthem, the starting lineup for your Georgetown Eagles, and game time. Live here on the SHN Sports Network, brought to you by Mack Haik Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Mack Haik Ford Lincoln. Georgetown Eagle Boys basketball continues in just a moment. back here live, Georgetown High School, as we get ready to go. The Georgetown Eagles, the Hendrickson Hawks get set to do battle here in District 23. Georgetown at 9-1 in District, Hendrickson at 8-2. And now the Georgetown Eagles starting lineup will come to you from our PA announcer. So the Georgetown Eagles tonight with the Ryan Dupre, a scratch in the lineup. It'll be Presley, Bullion, Canfield, Christensen, and Evan Mayhew to start the ball game here for the Georgetown Eagles. The Eagles in the home white, the visiting Hendrickson Hawks. Hendrickson in capital block print lettering across the front of the jerseys. Black jerseys, black shorts outlined in white, the numbers and letters in black outlined in white for the Hendrickson Hawks. And they will be going left to right here to begin the ball game. Evan Mayhew will jump it off against number 13, Amir Thompson. Correction, that'll be against number 15, King Carter, in the center circle to jump it against Evan Mayhew to start the ball game. And here we get ready to go. The three-man officiating crew ready. The ball up, the tip in the middle. Goes to a second touch, and it's back to Canfield, and the Georgetown Eagles have the opening possession. Bullion across the timeline, center of the floor, right wing into the hands of Cooper Christensen. Man-to-man defense, now down to Bullion on the right baseline. Skip pass over to Canfield. It's picked off. And here comes Davis from the right side. He'll take it, lay it up, get the bucket, and draw the foul on Cooper Christensen. And the Hawks make the first bucket of the ball game and take the 2-0 lead. Davis to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play. That'll be the first foul on Cooper Christensen, first foul on Georgetown here in quarter number one. Davis to the free throw line. Free throw is off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Q Presley comes away with it, but he's knocked to the ground, and they're going to call the foul on King Carter. That'll be his first personal foul, first team foul on the Hawks. So Georgetown will keep possession on that rebound by Presley. Inbound to Canfield. Four-court pressure being applied here by number 13, Amir Thompson. Now the double team. Pass it ahead. Bullion on the right base or sideline over to Mayhew. Now he'll go back door to Christensen, but it's stolen by Thompson, and here come the Hawks. That pass was picked off there by Thompson. He'll drive on Cooper Christensen to the right block, go up contested, can't get it to go. Rebound put back in by King Carter. His first two of the ball game, and a 4-0 lead now for the Hawks to open it up here in the first quarter. 7:10 left. Mayhew in the middle of the lane. He'll go up contested. They're going to call it on the floor as he is fouled. Got the bucket to go, but they'll wave it off, so Georgetown will be on the floor there. They'll have to inbound. Chris Davis picks up his first foul, second team foul for the Hendrickson Hawks here in the first quarter. Inbound. Cooper Christensen, right block, goes up contested, bodied up. No foul call. The shot no good. Kick it ahead quickly. King Carter runs over Evan Mayhew, and that's going to be a charge on Carter. That's his second personal foul. 6:58 remaining in the first quarter, so one of the starters is out of the ball game here early with two fouls quickly on Carter, and that'll bring in number 5. That is Spencer DiStefano, the 6-foot senior guard. Canfield in the backcourt. Skip pass across the Bullion, across the timeline, right wing. He'll just set up. No one covers him. Fires a three. Too long. No good. Rebound on the backside by Davis for the Hawks. He's double teamed. Kicks it out into the hands of Williams. He'll push it ahead. Down to the right baseline. Stefano left open. He'll fire the three and knock it down, and it's a 7-0 lead for the Hendrickson Hawks. DiStefano wastes no time getting in the scoring column. So he knocks down his first shot, and a 7-0 lead for the Hawks. Christensen into Mayhew. Left block, takes it up, dumps it low to Bullion. He'll back it out to Presley. Right wing fakes, drives all the way in. Presley's layup good. And Q Presley gets the Eagles off the snide with the first 2 points of the ball game. And it's a 7-2 lead for Hendrickson. Williams right wing to DiStefano, covered by Mayhew. He'll look to drive the baseline, does. Pull-up shot, high arcing. It's off the rim, no good. And the rebound on the backside by Kai Canfield. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter, 7-2. Canfield will push it across the timeline, covered by Williams. Right wing to Q Presley. Presley holds there. Now he'll go up top to Canfield. Canfield looks to drive. Foul from behind by Trey Williams on the reach-in. That'll be his first, team third on the Hendrickson Hawks. Team fourth on the Hendrickson Hawks. That's Williams' first, team fourth, with 5:51 remaining here in the first quarter. Canfield inbounds to Bullion. Into the hands of Q Presley on the left wing. Into Bullion at the left elbow. Up top to Christensen, and the Eagles reset. Presley, right wing, fires a three. Good! Q Presley knocks down his first three-pointer of the night. And a 7-5 score now as Presley has all 5 for the Eagles to close the gap to 2 with 5:35 remaining. Thompson has it on the left baseline, covered by Christensen. Now he gives it up to Chris Davis on the wing. He'll get a high screen here. Dribble off of that from Quiller down the baseline. Kick it out. Trey Williams right wing. Down to DiStefano on the baseline. Right wing to Chris Davis. He'll drive all the way in. The floater up over Mayhew. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. And Cooper Christensen comes away with it to Georgetown. Kicks it ahead to Q Presley. Left wing. He'll look to drive spin. Left out block. Goes up strong, but they'll call the offensive foul as DiStefano had set himself there. And that'll be the first foul on Q Presley. Second team foul on Georgetown. Here in quarter number 1, so the Hawks get the ball back with 5:10 remaining. 7-5, Hendrickson with the early lead here by 2. Started off a 7-0 run by the Hawks, and Georgetown's answered with 5 of their own. They close it to a 2-point deficit. Williams over to DiStefano on the left side, covered by Bullion. 5 minutes remaining here, first quarter. Right wing, Davis has it off a high screen from Quiller. Into the lane, kick it out. Trey Williams, left baseline, will drive in. The little 10-foot floater is up and good. And a 9-5 lead now for the Hawks. Trey Williams' first 2 points of the ball game for the Hendrickson Hawks. Canfield to the left wing. He's doubled there. Skip pass over to Bullion on the right baseline. Now to Presley, right wing. He'll drive all the way in. Goes up, and the foul on the floor is called on Chris Davis. That's his second foul, and that's the 5th team foul. So Georgetown will be shooting bonus free throws the rest of the quarter with 4:38 remaining. Presley was in active shooting, so he'll go to the line for 2 shots for the Georgetown Eagles. Jaden Smith sets to check in for the Hawks during the free throws here. First free throw from Q Presley is no good. Presley, 69% from the free throw line on the year, 64 of 93. And now Ronald Proctor checks into the ball game alongside Charles Johnson for the Eagles. Evan Mayhew and Landry Bullion check out for Georgetown. Presley to the free throw line. Second free throw on the way. This one is good. And a 9-6 lead now for the Hawks. Presley with all 6 points for Georgetown here with 4:30 left here. First quarter. Thompson looks to drive. Left elbow. Forces one up. No good. Battle for the rebound. It's into the hands of Smith. He'll get it right back on the wing. Get a screen from Quiller. And Smith tries to drive. Back and forth he goes. And he'll force one up. A draw contact from Ronald Proctor. And that'll be Proctor's first personal foul. Third team foul on the Eagles. And that'll send Jaden Smith to the free throw line for the 2 shots. 4:17 remaining, first quarter, 9-6. Hendrickson by 3. Jaden Smith's first free throw is off the iron, no good. Presley, Canfield, Johnson, Proctor, and Christensen on the floor for Georgetown. Jaden Smith's second free throw on the way, and he knocks this one down. The lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. 10-6. Pressure in the backcourt. Williams on Canfield. And there's a foul on Trey Williams on the reach-in. That's his second foul. So 3 of the 5 starters for the Hawks all have 2 fouls. And Kai Canfield to go to the free throw line for the 2 shots as the Eagles are in the bonus the rest of the first quarter. And that'll bring Clint Smith off the bench for the Georgetown Eagles. Kai Canfield's first free throw on the way is good. Kai's first point of the ball game. Coming into the ball game, Kai shooting 73% from the free throw line, 98 of 135 on the year. Second free throw, rattles in and out, no good. 4:05 remaining here in the ball game. Georgetown trails by 3, 10-7. Williams drives, his shot blocked by Charles Johnson. He'll get the zone rebound, kick it ahead to Q Presley. Q will go up and lay it in. Nice pass there from Johnson to Presley. Q Presley is on fire. He has 8 points in the ball game already, and Georgetown trails by 1, 10-9. Quiller off to Clint Smith on the left wing, up top to Jaden Smith. Back out to Quiller. He'll give it off to DiStefano. Covered by Proctor, 3:35 remaining. DiStefano up top into the hands of Amir Thompson. Thompson goes right wing to Jaden Smith. Covered by Canfield, drives baseline. He'll go up and under, no good. But he'll draw the foul on the Georgetown Eagles, number 20. That'll be on Ronald Proctor. That'll be his second personal foul. Fourth team foul on the Georgetown Eagles. Jaden Smith back to the free throw line. He was 1 for 2 in the first go-around. First free throw here for Smith is good. So Jaden Smith now 2 for 3 from the free throw line to lead up to 3. 11-9. Now, after a quick uniform tuck in. Second free throw from Jaden Smith is good as well to lead back to 3. Smith now 3 for 4 from the free throw line for Hendrickson. 12-9. Hendrickson leads it with 3:20 left here in the first quarter. Proctor up top to Canfield. He'll look to drive on Amir Thompson. Kick it out to Presley, right baseline. He drives in. Layup, no good. Battle for it. Christensen comes away with it on the right baseline. Goes up top to Charles Johnson. The ball is fought for there, and it'll be a jump ball, and that'll go over to the Hendrickson Hawks on the alternating possession as Landry Bullion will check back in. Checking in for the Hawks for the first time is number 12, Tristan Thomas, the sophomore. Checking back in for the Eagles comes Landry Bullion and Evan Mayhew for Christensen and Proctor. Thomas gives it off to Smith, right baseline. He'll go up against Mayhew. Mayhew just took the ball away from him and a foul called. 2:59 remaining. See who they called the foul on. It couldn't have been on Evan. They call it on Kai Canfield. That'll be his first foul. Jaden Smith back to the free throw line, knocks down the first of 2. So Kai picks up his first 15 foul on Georgetown. Jaden Smith rattles in and out this free throw. So it was 4 for 6 from the free throw line. The Hawks lead it by 4, 13-9. Presley across the timeline. Dribbles towards the right side. He'll go up top to Mayhew at the free throw line. Mayhew doubled up. The ball stripped free from Mayhew by Clint Smith. He'll push it down, but Bullion knocks it out from behind there. So the Hawks will get it back on their own end of the floor. Inbound on their own, or on the Eagle baseline. Underneath their own bucket, 2:41 remaining. Smith into Quiller. Now he'll give it off to Thomas. Back to Smith, right baseline. He'll quick fire a 3. It's off the rim, no good. A delayed rebound attempt there, and it's tipped free up into the hands of Canfield, and here come the Eagles. Kick it ahead. Presley, right wing. He'll stop and pop a 3. It's off, no good. And it went up the stanchion out of bounds, and so it'll go back over to Hendrickson with 2:27 remaining here in the first quarter. 13-9, Hendrickson a 4-point lead. Quick inbound. Here comes Thomas pushing it for the Hawks across the timeline. And now he'll slow it back down near midcourt. Covered up, throws it left wing in the hands of Jaden Smith. He goes to the baseline, picks up the dribble. He's got to be in trouble here. He does. Dumps it up top, but if Thomas chases it down for the Hawks and slows things down with 2:10 remaining in the first quarter. Thomas will go right wing to DiStefano. DiStefano tries to drive baseline, kick it out. Quiller, right wing, fires the 3. It's a hard brick off the rim, off the backboard, into the hands of Jaden Smith. Dumps it down to Quiller. He got underneath Charles Johnson, and Quiller knocks down his first 2 of the ball game. And the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks, 15-9 with 1:45 remaining. Charles Johnson across the timeline, goes left baseline to Bullion, up top to Canfield. Left wing into the hands of Bullion. Down to Charles Johnson, looking in for Mayhew. Gets it in at the left block. He'll lower the shoulder back in. The ball stripped free. Mayhew chases it down. He'll spin in the middle lane, dump it off to Presley, and Presley will lay it up and in. Nice pass there from Evan Mayhew to Q Presley. Presley knocks it down. The lead down to 4, 15-11, 1:20 left. DiStefano drives the baseline, but dribbles it out of bounds. They're going to call it off at Charles Johnson, so the Hawks will inbound on the baseline as Cooper Christensen checks in for Canfield. 1:18 remaining here, first quarter. 15-11, Hendrickson by 4. Thomas inbounds to Clint Smith, right elbow, and goes over Presley quickly and gets the bucket. That's his first 2 points of the ball game. The lead back to 6 now. Clint Smith's first 2 for the Hawks. 17-11, 1:05 remaining. Q Presley across the timeline. Into the hands of Bullion. He'll drive the right baseline, kick it out. Charles Johnson left baseline 3. He fires. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound taken down by Thomas. He'll kick it ahead. And now Jaden Smith on the right wing. Looks to dribble drive. He'll pick up his dribble there. He's doubled up. Has to get rid of it. Does up top to DiStefano. Kick it over to Clint Smith, left wing. Quick fire 3. It's on the way. Long, no good. Long rebound in the corner, but it's off the foot of Jaden Smith, out of bounds. And Georgetown will have it back with 39.87 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And a couple of subs here for the Hendrickson Hawks. Coming into the ball game, Amir Thompson checks back in. And then for the first time, Julian Esparza, the 5'10 junior, checks in for Hendrickson as well. Inbound to Bullion. He'll give it right back to Q. And Q will bring it up. 35 seconds remaining here in the quarter. The Eagles trail by 6, 17-11. Q across the timeline. Left wing into the hands of Christensen. Cooper will dribble up top, give it off to Q. 25 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Q being covered tightly by Amir Thompson. Moves towards the left wing, looks to drive on him and does, and he's left all the way open to the bucket. And Q Presley having himself a quarter, gets the bucket. And the Eagle lead. The Eagles cut the lead back down to 4. Shot down low by Quiller is knocked out, no good. And the Hawks recover with 5 seconds remaining. Amir Thompson looks to drive, does, in the middle lane, jump stop, tries to go over Mayhew. It's blocked, no good. Mayhew blocks the shot at the end on Quiller, and the first quarter comes to an end. 17-13, Hendrickson leads it after the first quarter. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues here on the SHN Sports Network in just a moment. Back out of the quarter break. We go to quarter number 2. Georgetown will have it to open up the second quarter, trailing by 4. Inbound to Mayhew. The left elbow, backdoor cut by Canfield. He'll check it down in the corner. Covered by Esparza. Canfield will step back, take a 16-footer, and it's good. Kai Canfield, his first field goal, cuts the lead back to 2 now. 17-15. First Eagle to score a field goal outside of Q Presley in the first quarter and 30 seconds of the ball game. Clint Smith, a runner from the free throw line, too strong, gets his own rebound back and a put back in the middle of the lane. He knocks it down. Smith now with 4 points in the ball game. All off the bench for Smith. And the lead back to 4 for the Hawks, 19-15. 7:20 remaining. Kai Canfield has the ball across the timeline on Esparza. Slows down, kicks it over to Bullion on the right side. Bullion back left side to Canfield. Fakes the 3. Esparza jumps out at him. Kai Canfield dribbles into the free throw line. Forces it up. No good. Rebound. Tip free into the corner. And Esparza comes away with it for the Hawks. He'll bring it across the timeline. 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Esparza top of the key. Covered by Charles Johnson. Right wing into the hands of Amir Thompson. Cut off by Cooper Christensen. Right wing to Quiller. Quiller will hand it off to Esparza. Set the screen. Esparza dribbles off of it. Back to Quiller. Right wing. He has Mayhew on him. Tries to dribble into the middle lane. Jump stop. Kick it out. Thomas fires a 3 from the left wing. No good. Block out there by Charles Johnson. But the ball tipped free into Amir Thompson. He'll drop it down low, but it batted around. Thomas comes away with it. Back to Amir Thompson, right wing. He'll dribble off a screen to the right elbow, but he picks up his dribble. Has to get out of trouble and does to Thomas with 6:25 remaining. Clint Smith has it now on the left wing for the Hawks. Off the dribble drive, loses it. And it's into the hands of Kai Canfield. Turnover by the Hawks. Canfield will push it across the timeline. Dribbles right wing. Drops it off to Bullion. Bullion will shake the dribble. Drive in. Left block. The runner up. Can't get it to go, but he'll draw the foul on Clint Smith. That'll be Smith's first personal foul. First team foul on the Hawks. And that'll send Landry Bullion to the free throw line. He'll get 2 free throws here. Bullion did not score in the first quarter. Set readies for free throw number 1. It is up, and it is good. Bullion's first point, 19-16 now for the Hawks, 3-point lead. Checking into the ballgame for the Hendrickson Hawks, Evan Millard. He checks in for the first time, the 6'3 senior, replacing Quiller on the floor. Bullion's second free throw, short off the front iron, no good. Clint Smith will run down the rebound for the Hawks. Gives it off to Amir Thompson across the timeline. Left wing gives it off to Esparza with 6 minutes remaining, second quarter. Esparza will drive on Canfield. Backdoor cut by Thomas. His layup, no good. Rebound tip from Presley over to Mayhew, and he'll give it off to Canfield. Canfield to Presley, and Q will bring it up for the Eagles. 5:50 left here in the second quarter. 19-16, Hendrickson by 3. Goes into Cooper Christensen, left elbow. Back to Presley, left wing. He'll set his feet, fire the 3. It's off the rim, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Amir Thompson. He's going to charge all the way in. The foul should be called on the floor, and they're going to give him the continuation. The bucket's no good, but the foul whistled on Landry Bullion. He fouled him out by the free throw line. They're going to give the continuation to Amir Thompson, so he'll go to the free throw line. That'll be Bullion's first personal foul. First team foul on Georgetown here in the second quarter. Amir Thompson heads to the free throw line for the first time in the ball game. 5:37 remaining, first half. Amir Thompson's first free throw, no good. 19-16, Hendrickson by 3. They've led us by as many as 7. They opened up the game on a 7-0 run. For Georgetown closed it back within reach again. And now it's a 3-point lead. Make it 3 still. That free throw lipped off the rim. And Bullion with the rebound. Gives it off to Canfield. And here goes Sky Canfield across the timeline for the Eagles. Goes left wing to Christensen. Up top to Presley. Presley fakes the pass. Backdoor cut to Christensen. He'll go up contested. He gets knocked to the ground. No foul call, but the bucket is good. Cooper Christensen knocks it down. Nice take there. Strong take by Christensen. His first 2 of the ball game. And the lead down to 1 for Hendrickson. 19-18 with 5:10 remaining. Thomas off a screen to the free throw line. Kick it out as far as the left wing. Fires the 3. It's off the rim. No good. Kai Canfield with the rebound. And he'll push it up for Georgetown across the timeline. Center of the floor. He'll stop at the top of the key. Back it out. Kick it left wing to Bullion. Up top to Q Presley. Q holds there. Gives it off to Canfield left wing. Quick fire the 3. It's good! Kai Canfield gives Georgetown their first lead of the ball game. 21-19. Off the made 3 there by Canfield. His first 3-pointer of the ball game. Now with 6 on the night. Thomas over to Esparza on the left wing. 4:35 remaining here in the second quarter. Millard gets away with a push there. Now a timeout whistled by the baseline official. Clint Smith knocks down the 3, but it's not going to count. Coach Dvorak wanted the timeout, and he'll get it with 4:34 remaining here in the second quarter. Georgetown leads it 21-19 over the Hawks. Quick timeout. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Of the quick timeout. The Hawks have the ball. They'll inbound here on the near sideline with 4:34 remaining in the first half, trailing by 2. Trey Williams will get the inbound pass for the Hawks. He'll go left wing to Amir Thompson, now in the hands of Smith. Clint has it there, covered by Bullion. Dribbles up towards the left wing, up top to Jaden Smith. Right wing, Trey Williams. Up top to Clint Smith, swing it around. Jaden Smith on the left wing, goes into Amir Thompson, left block. Dumps it down low to Millard. He'll kick it out to Clint Smith. Right wing, fires the 3. It's up, strong, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's off of Amir Thompson, out of bounds. Q Presley may have got away with a push there on the backside. It went off of Amir Thompson out of bounds, but the call was overcalled by the far side official. So the Hawks will get it. They're going to call it off of Q Presley with 4:10 remaining here in the first half. 21-19. Proctor back in the ball game for the Eagles. Placing Christensen. Inbound to Millard. The left-handed three-pointer from the right wing. No good. Clint Smith, the rebound in the lane. He'll put it up and in. Nice job there by Clint Smith. He now has 6 in the ball game for the Hawks and ties it up at 21 apiece. 3:55 remaining. The pass from Presley to Bullion through the hands of Bullion, out of bounds. Into the Hendrickson Hawk bench, and the Hawks get it back. As Chris Davis will check back into the ballgame for Amir Thompson for the Hendrickson Hawks. Trey Williams will bring it up the floor for the Hendrickson Hawks. 21-21, a good ball game here at Georgetown High School between these top two teams in District 23. 3:45 remaining first half. Trey Williams looking for the high screen. Will get it from Millard. Looks to drive, does. Tries to kick to Millard. Millard's shot no good. Mayhew with the rebound. Proctor gives it off to Presley, and the Eagles will slow it down with 3:30 left here in the first half. Presley across the timeline, center of the floor, drives down low, gives it off to Canfield, left baseline. He backs it out. Looks to drive baseline, does. Kicks it out to Presley, right wing. He'll pass on the shot. Holds there. Now up top to Proctor, left wing, Bullion. Back to Canfield, left wing, covered by Clint Smith. And step back. NBA three. It's off the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound, and Mayhew will get it. And the foul will stay here. Great job there by Evan Mayhew to go straight up. But it'll be fouled by Jaden Smith. And that will be Jaden Smith's first personal foul. Second team foul on the Hendrickson Hawks here in the second quarter. Bullion checks out. Christensen back in for the Eagles. Presley has it right wing into Mayhew at the right elbow, and there's a foul by Millard, pushing Mayhew from behind. Mayhew left his feet at the right elbow and landed about 6 feet out after that push from Millard. And that'll be Millard's first personal foul, third team foul on the Hendrickson Hawks here in the second quarter. Inbound in the quarter to Mayhew. He'll look to drive on Millard, kicks it out. Proctor left baseline, fires the three. It's long, no good. Rebound Clint Smith for the Hawks. And here comes Hendrickson across the timeline. Right wing. On the right baseline, Jaden Smith will step back, fire a three. It's long, no good. Rebound by Millard on the backside. He'll slow it down for the Hawks. Up top to Trey Williams. No one picks him up. Fire the three. It's off the rim, no good. Jaden Smith, backside rebound. Dumps it off to Clint Smith, but it's tipped free into the hands of Williams. Right wing, Davis. He'll fire the three. It's off the rim, no good. Millard gets the backside rebound. The Hawks keep possession with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Trey Williams will get it for the Hawks on the right wing and slow things down. Coach Dvorak gives the play call out to Williams. Covered by Presley off a high screen by Millard. Kicks it over to Clint Smith. Deep three, left wing. It's up, long, no good. Mayhew with the backside rebound for the Eagles. Tries to give it off to Presley, and there was Millard to pick it off. Down to Jaden Smith. Kick it out. Davis, right wing. He'll drive in. Dump it to Smith in the middle of the lane. Tries to go up, can't. Dumps it off to Davis. Davis will go up, and it's no good, and that's a 3-second violation on the Hawks. Good defense there by Evan Mayhew to create havoc. No one wanting to go up over him too tight. And so the Hawks turn it over with 2:03 remaining here in the first half. Proctor out. Bullion back in for the Eagles. So the starting five on the floor for Georgetown. 2 minutes left, first half, 2 minutes. Canfield across the timeline. A reach in by Davis. No foul call. Ball out of bounds off of Davis. So the Eagles will inbound here near midcourt at the near sideline. Cooper Christensen to inbound. He'll throw it into the backcourt to Q Presley, and the Eagles will slow it down. Just under 2 minutes here left in the first half. 21-21, all tied up. Presley left wing into the hands of Canfield. He'll go off a screen from Christensen, and there's the blocking foul whistled on, let's see who it's on, number 2. That's on Jaden Smith. That'll be his second personal foul, fourth team foul on the Hawks here in the second quarter with 1:46 remaining in the first half. Eagles will inbound on the baseline on the near side of their own basket. Christensen into Mayhew, left elbow, drops it into Christian. He puts it up strong, and Cooper Christensen gets his second bucket of the quarter. And the Eagles take the lead back 23-21. Thompson has it, top of the key for the Hawks. 1.5 minutes left here in the first half. Now Chris Davis has it, left wing into the hands of Millard. Millard gives it off to Thompson. Thompson outside the arc. Dribbles down on the wing. Now back up in the middle of the lane to Jaden Smith. His little in-the-lane jumper is no good. The rebound tip free, and Bullion comes away with it. Kick it ahead to Christensen. Christensen with the breakout. He'll take it up strong left side. Can't get it to go. No foul call. Davis undercut him, and here comes Amir Thompson. He'll go up. Blocked by Mayhew. Into the hands of Mayhew. Off to Christensen, and Cooper's going to pull it out and slow things down for the Eagles with 55 seconds remaining in the quarter. 23-21, Georgetown by 2. Q Presley across the timeline, left wing to Canfield. Back to Presley. The Eagles will slow it down. Bullion right wing into the hands of Mayhew. Mayhew doubled up, kicks it out to Canfield right wing. Fakes, drives all the way in the lane. Reverse layup. Good! Kai Canfield, what a take there. He knocks it down, and the lead up to 4. 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Trey Williams across the timeline, up top to Thompson. Covered by Christensen. Right wing, Davis has it for the Hawks. Up top to Jaden Smith. Step back, fakes the three. Right wing into the hands of Davis. Davis drives into the lane, kick it out. Trey Williams left baseline three. He'll fire it long, no good. Rebound long into the hands of Presley, but stolen from behind by Williams. 11 seconds, dumps it off to Davis. Reverse layup off the backboard, no good. Kick it out, Amir Thompson. He'll go down low. He'll run over Mayhew. His shot no good. He'll get his own rebound. Go up, Mayhew's block. And how do you call that foul? Unbelievable. 1.49 seconds remaining. And they bail out the Hawks on a blocked shot by Evan Mayhew. He was upright. Unbelievable call. And so Amir Thompson will go to the free throw line for 2 shots here with 1.49 seconds remaining. Mayhew's first personal foul. Second team foul on Georgetown. Amir Thompson's first free throw on the way is good. 25-22, Georgetown by 3. That's Thompson's first point of the ball game. He's now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Thompson readies for his second free throw. It is on the way. It is good. Lead cut down to 2 now. 25-23. Inbound to Presley. He's going to heave it from half court. And it's off over the backboard. No good. In the first half comes to an end. After 2 quarters of play, 25-23. Georgetown leads it by 2. We'll take a timeout. We come back. Some first half stats. And the start of the third quarter. Georgetown Eagle basketball brought to you by Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Mack Hike Ford Lincoln of Georgetown, bringing you all the action of Georgetown Eagle basketball and the first responder broadcast team here on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. back here at Georgetown High School. We're at the halftime. A minute and a half left here in the halftime break. Georgetown in the first half shot 67% from the two-point area, just 22% from behind the arc, 2 for 9. Overall, 48% from the field, 10 from 21. 3 of 6 from the foul line for 50%. 6 turnovers, 1 steal, 3 blocks, 7 fouls, 5 assists, 13 rebounds for your Eagles. For the Hendrickson Hawks, 37% inside the arc, 8% behind the arc, 1 of 13 from behind the three-point line, 8 of 32 overall from the field for 25%, 6 of 11 from the free throw line for 55% with 3 turnovers, 10 fouls, 14 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive rebounds. So the Hawks out-rebound the Eagles 23-13 in the first half, and that kept it right to a 2-point lead for Georgetown. Q Presley leads all scorers with 12 points in the first half, all in quarter number 1. So the Hendrickson Hawks will have it to start quarter number 3 as we get ready to go back into action here to start the third quarter. Georgetown 25, Hendrickson 23. And the starting 5 on the floor for Georgetown and for the Hawks. King Carter dumps it low to Chris Davis. He misses the runner. No good. Rebound by Cooper Christensen. And Kai Canfield will take it for the Eagles. Covered by Trey Williams in the backcourt. 7:45 remaining, third quarter. Right wing to Bullion across the timeline. Up top to Cooper Christensen. He'll step in, drive into the lane. Now back it out and reset. Left wing into the hands of Canfield. Canfield into Mayhew at the free throw line. He'll turn. Backdoor pass to Christensen. Stole by King Carter, or Amir Thompson, and he'll push it all the way down the free throw line. Stop, jumper, up, no good. Rebound, Bullion for Georgetown. He'll give it off to Q, and here comes Presley across the timeline. He'll go into a cutting Mayhew. Mayhew will take it all the way down, throw it down! Oh, baby, Evan Mayhew on the run, throws down the dunk, and the Eagle lead up to 4. 7:05 remaining, third quarter. Evan Mayhew, his first points of the ball game, and a big dunk there to give the Eagles the 4-point lead. Kick it out. Carter has it left wing. He'll drive in on Mayhew into the lane, tries to dump it out, and Bullion with a steal. Here comes Landry on the breakaway, and Landry will lay it up and in. Georgetown jumps out to a quick 6-point lead with 6:50 left here in the third quarter. Kick it out. King Carter left wing. He'll quick fire a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound Evan Mayhew. Mayhew kicks it ahead to Canfield, but it's off of him. Over to Trey Williams, and here comes the Hawks. Down low, Quiller will go up against Mayhew and get the bucket. And a quick timeout by Coach Dvorak for the Hawks. 6:35 remaining, third quarter. 29-25. Georgetown leads by 4. We'll take a timeout with them. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Quick 30-second timeout called there by head coach Keenan Dvorak for the Hendrickson Hawks. 6:35 remaining, third quarter. Georgetown leads by 4, 29-25. And Q Presley to inbound for the Georgetown Eagles. He'll get it into Canfield. He'll push it up past Quiller across the timeline. Go all the way down. He's ridden all the way down. No foul call, but Canfield gets it to go. 31-25. Georgetown by 6. Chris Davis across the timeline. Right wing. He'll dribble up top. Ball tipped free by Presley, but into the hands of Amir Thompson. He'll have it at the free throw line. Ball stripped free. Canfield comes away with it. And there's a kicked ball. No call, but it's into the hands of Q Presley. And here comes the Eagles. Q Presley left side. He'll take the runner up. Can't get it to go. No foul call. Into the hands of Thompson it goes. He'll kick it out. Chris Davis across the timeline for the Hawks. Runs over Bullion. But they're going to call the foul on the floor on Landry Bullion. It's 5:59 remaining. Cooper Christensen. He wasn't even near the play. It was on Landry Bullion. He mistook the numbers there. They're going to call it on Cooper Christensen. That's his second personal foul, first team foul. And a lot of subs here for the Hawks. Esparza, DiStefano, and Clint Smith with Millard into the ballgame, along with Jaden Smith, a full 5 substitution. DiStefano, top of the key. 5:45 remaining, third quarter. Esparza on the right wing. Holds there against Canfield. Up top, picks up the dribble. Right wing to Jaden Smith. Jaden covered by Christensen. Out of Millard on the baseline. He'll dribble in, drop the shoulder, throw it up over Mayhew. Can't get it to go. Evan Mayhew with the rebound. He'll kick it out to Bullion for Georgetown, and he'll slow it down with 5.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. A 6-point lead for Georgetown. Bullion past Jaden Smith. Kick it out. Canfield, right baseline, fires the three. Good! Kai Canfield knocks down his second three-pointer of the ballgame, and that leads up to 9 for the Eagles, their largest of the ballgame. A runner there, put up and in by Jaden Smith from the left side. Nice shot there. Lead down to 7. Kick it ahead to Presley, right wing. He'll drive the baseline, picks up the dribble, kicks it into Mayhew at the right elbow. He'll spin the middle lane, fake Millard up, and then dump it to Canfield. Reverse layup. He'll throw it up as he knocked to the ground. No call. Shot no good. Rebound by Jaden Smith. Here come the Hawks. Jaden Smith to the right wing on Bullion. Tries to drive into the lane. Dumps it down low to Clint Smith. He'll try to go up and around. Dumps it to Esparza, and he'll back it out with 4:40 remaining. And Esparza slows it down. Over to Smith on the right wing. Clint will dribble up top. Give it to Jaden Smith. Jaden left wing to DiStefano. He'll hold there with 4.5 minutes to go. Up top to Clint Smith. Into the hands of Millard, right wing. He'll quick fire a three. It's off the back iron. No good. And the rebound by Bullion for the Eagles. Gives it off to Presley, and Georgetown has it with 4:15 remaining. Here in the third quarter, Presley delayed drive. Drives all the way. Gets it and one. Q Presley with a good take there. Takes it to the hoop. Draws the foul on Millard. And that'll send Q Presley to the free throw line. 4 and 1. That'll be Millard's second personal foul. The first team foul on the Hawks here in the third quarter. And Q Presley goes to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw is good, and the Eagle lead is up to 10, their largest of the ball game here tonight. Down low, Mayhew blocks Millard's shot, but it's out of bounds off Mayhew. Flat-footed block there by Millard. The 6'9 Mayhew on the 6'3 Millard. Good block there, didn't pick up the foul. Now the Hawks will inbound underneath their own bucket with 4:04 remaining here in the third quarter. Clint Smith to inbound for the Hawks. Looks for DiStefano, gets it into Jaden Smith on the right wing. He'll drive right baseline, tries to split defenders, ball stripped free, and it's loose on the floor, and Charles Johnson comes away with it for Georgetown. It's knocked out from behind by Jaden Smith out into the Hendrickson Hawk bench, and Georgetown will inbound. In front of the Hendrickson Hawk bench with 3:57 remaining here in the third quarter. Substitution into the ballgame for the Hendrickson Hawks for the first time. Kevin Brettfellen checks into the ballgame for Hendrickson. His first action of the night. Mayhew has it outside the arc. He'll give it off to Q Presley and slow things down with 3:40 remaining. Presley dribbles off a high screen, left wing, holds there, gives it off to Charles Johnson, but the ball's knocked free by DiStefano, and he comes away with the steal, and here come the Hawks. DiStefano across the timeline, hits it to Esparza down on the left block. He'll dribble it out, ball knocked free. He gets it back, gives it off to DiStefano on the left baseline to a cutting Clint Smith. He'll throw it up in the lane, can't get it to go. A battle for the rebound, saved in bounds, and Jaden Smith comes away with it for the Hawks. Out near midcourt, saves it to Esparza with 3:15 remaining. Backdoor pass to Clint Smith, the strip by Bullion, but it's out on the end line. So the Hawks will get it back, and here comes a 4-person sub for the Hendrickson Hawks. As Amir Thompson, King Carter, Chris Davis, and Quiller come back into the ballgame with Jaden Smith. 3:11 remaining. Chris Davis to inbound on the baseline. Inbounds it, gets it right back, drives in, and he's fouled on the floor. They'll call that on Charles Johnson. That'll be Charles' first personal foul, second team foul on the Eagles. Here in the third quarter, 3:08 remaining. Cooper Christensen, Ronald Proctor check back into the ballgame for the Eagles for Bullion and Mayhew. 37-27, Georgetown has stretched their lead to 10. Davis inbounds to Carter, back to Davis, now up top to Amir Thompson. Right wing, Quiller has it. He'll drive down to the block, up over Proctor, lay it up and in, and a blocking foul called there. Count the bucket, and he'll go to the free throw line for one. And so the lead cut down to 8 with a chance to make it 7 if Quiller can knock down the free throw. It's the third foul called on Proctor, third team foul on the Georgetown Eagles. Quiller had 2 in the first half, now has 4 in the second. Free throw no good. Carter gets the rebound, puts it up, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, can't get it to go again, and now another foul called on the floor, and it's on Ronald Proctor. That's his second. So that'll send King Carter to the free throw line. Proctor now has 4 personal fouls. 4 team fouls on the Eagles. 2:56 remaining. Here in the third quarter, Carter's first free throw rattles in. 37-30. Georgetown by 7. Mayhew back in for Proctor with the 4 fouls. King Carter now has 3 points in the ball game. Chance to make it 4 with this free throw and cut it to a 6-point lead for Georgetown. Nice crowd here tonight for Georgetown. Good student body crowd across the way. On the Georgetown end of the floor behind their bench. Carter's second free throw on the way. It is off the rim. No good. Evan Mayhew high for the rebound. Gives it off to Canfield, and Georgetown has it with a 7-point lead. And 2:50 remaining third quarter. Canfield across the timeline. Chris Davis covers him. Gives it off to Cooper Christensen on the baseline. Cooper drives up towards the wing, spins baseline. He'll give it to Mayhew on the left elbow. Backdoor cut by Charles Johnson. He'll lose the ball, but a foul whistle there on Jaden Smith with a push from behind. And that will be Jaden Smith's third personal foul. That'll be the second Hawk foul here in the third quarter. Georgetown to inbound. Johnson to Cooper Christensen into the lane. The jumper just short. Christensen gets his own rebound, but the ball knocked free, and there's a battle for it. King Carter has it, and a jump ball called here between Carter and Christensen. Good effort there by Cooper. And Georgetown will get it back on the alternating possession with 2:32 remaining in the third quarter. 37-30, Georgetown by 7. Charles Johnson to inbound on the baseline underneath the Eagle bucket. He'll hold there, gets it into Canfield, tipped out from behind by Jaden Smith. And now Georgetown will move over to the near sideline underneath their own bucket to inbound with 2:31. Johnson will inbound again, gets it into Mayhew at the right block. Mayhew spins in the middle of the lane, splits defenders, goes up at the left hand and gets it to go. Evan Mayhew, nice take there, and Georgetown leads by 9. Mayhew now with 4 points in the ball game. 39-30, 2:15 remaining. Chris Davis dribbles it off his foot. Q Presley will track it down. His layup blocked. And then a foul whistled on the floor. It's going to be on Charles Johnson. And that's going to bring 2 free throws for Chris Davis. After the 15th foul by Georgetown, that's second foul on Johnson. Q Presley's shot was blocked there. It was a good hustle play there by Amir Thompson to get the block, and then he's fouled. So Amir Thompson will go to the free throw line with 2:08 remaining here in the third quarter. He's 2 for 4 from the free throw line with 2 points on the night in the first half. His first opportunity here in the third quarter. Thompson alone in the paint. His first free throw is off the rim, no good. Substitution here is Chris Davis will check out. Trey Williams checks back in for the Hawks. 2:08 remaining third quarter, 39-30, Georgetown by 9. Ukachukwu, the leading scorer in the first matchup for the Hawks, is not here tonight for the Hawks. And Ryan Dupre out injured for the Georgetown Eagles, had 18 in that first matchup. The free throw by Amir Thompson, no good. And a jump ball between Carter and Charles Johnson called here, and now that'll give the ball back to Hendrickson with 2:07 remaining third quarter. They'll inbound underneath their own bucket here on the near side. Trey Williams to inbound. Gets it into Carter, and he'll lay it up and in. Splits the defense easily. And Carter lays it up and in. He now has 5 in the ball game. (39-32). Georgetown by 7. Presley off a screen down to the left baseline. Looks into the lane. Picks up the dribble, has to get rid of it, throws it away, but Johnson tracks it down. Charles kicks it out to Christensen. Right baseline 3, blocked by Quiller. Give it off. Trey Williams loses it in the corner. And a timeout there as Q Presley lays out and gets possession. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Canfield, and we'll take it with him. A minute and a half left third quarter. Georgetown 39, Hendrickson 32. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Georgetown to inbound, and a holding foul called during the inbound play. And it was called on number 10, Quiller. That is his first, team third. Inbound, Mayhew will throw it off of King Carter in the quarter. Out of bounds, so Georgetown will inbound again with 1:26 remaining. Inbound to Mayhew on the far sideline. He holds there. Now he'll dribble around Carter into the left elbow, spin baseline, try to go up. No foul called. He'll get it back. He'll go up, get it, and one. What a play, Evan Mayhew. He stayed with it, got his own rebound, put it up, drew the foul, and got the bucket. They give the bucket to Mayhew. Called the foul on King Carter. That is his third personal foul, fourth team foul on the Hawks. And Mayhew to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw no good. Rebound into the hands of Amir Thompson for the Hawks. Mayhew with 6 points all in the third quarter. 1:05 left, third quarter. Amir Thompson off a high screen to the right wing. 1 minute left. 1 minute left here in the third quarter. 41-32, Georgetown by 9. Thompson dribbles up top against Charles Johnson. Thompson off to Jaden Smith. Back to Amir Thompson. Middle of the lane jumper short off the rim. Bullion got the rebound, but taken away by Thompson. He'll go up. Can't get it to go, but a foul drawn on Evan Mayhew. And that'll send Amir Thompson back to the free throw line. Mayhew picks up his second personal foul. And Amir back to the free throw line. He's 2 for 6 on the night so far. First free throw from Thompson is good. Lead cut to 8 for Georgetown, 41-33. .7 seconds left. Thompson's second free throw, no good. Rebound Mayhew for the Eagles. And Evan will give it off to Kai Canfield with 42 seconds remaining. Kai dribbles up into a double team, kicks it ahead to Bullion. Gives it into Charles Johnson, middle of the lane. Now kick it out to Isaiah Capers, who's checked in for Georgetown. 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Canfield picks up the dribble near mid-court, gives it off to Charles Johnson. Now Bullion, left wing. Down low to Mayhew on the left block extended, goes up and under. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Quiller for the Hawks. 20 seconds remaining, gives it off to Trey Williams. Skip it ahead, but Bullion read it and stole it. Gives it off to Canfield with 15 seconds. So Georgetown will hold for the final shot here in the third quarter, leading by 8. Canfield across the timeline, behind the back dribble, splits the defenders. Left wing, ball tipped from behind. Into the hands of Trey Williams, kick it ahead. Amir Thompson, right wing, right block, throws it up. And the bucket is good, and the quarter comes to an end. And that was not Amir Thompson. That was Jaden Smith. And right there at the buzzer, the Hawks get it. And they go to cut the lead to 6 for Georgetown at the end of the third quarter. 41-35, Georgetown leads it. Quick timeout. Fourth quarter action coming your way in just a minute here on the SHN Sports Network. Georgetown will have it here to open up the fourth quarter. Charles Johnson, Cooper Christensen, Isaiah Capers, Landry Bullion, and Q Presley on the floor for Georgetown here to start off the fourth quarter. Charles Johnson, right wing, has it. Tries to go up top to Q Presley, stolen by Amir Thompson, and he'll take it down and dunk it for the Hawks. And cut the lead down to 4 now. Bad pass there. And the turnover costly as Amir Thompson makes the Eagles pay with his first field goal of the night. Good play there by DiStefano to knock it out of bounds, but the Eagles will get it back in front of their own bench. DiStefano, Jaden Smith, Quiller, Thompson, and King Carter on the floor for the Hawks. 7.5 minutes left here in the ball game. Inbound to Cooper Christensen in the backcourt. Cooper across the timeline. Right wing to Charles Johnson. Gives it off to Bullion. Bullion down to Q Presley. Fakes the three on Thompson. Now looks to drive. Picks up the dribble. He'll kick it out to Bullion and reset the offense with 7:15 remaining. Charles Johnson has it left wing. He'll drive down, give it off to Cooper Christensen. Cooper will take it up, split the defense, put it up, and get it in. Cooper Christensen. What a take there by Cooper Christensen. His first field goal to the second half. He now has 6 in the ball game. And the Eagles have the lead back up to 6, but now a foul on the Eagles on the bucket. The foul whistled on Landry Bullion. So that'll be Landry Bullion's foul. That'll be his second personal foul, first team foul on the Eagles. And Quiller will go to the free throw line for the and one. Quiller's free throw, no good. Rebound Landry Bullion for the Eagles. 43-39, Georgetown by 4. Mayhew in the middle lane goes around the defense, up too strong. Rebound by Quiller for the Hawks. The Eagles have got to take advantage of those layups. Missing those are costly, down, only up by 4. Jaden Smith has it right wing. Against Landry Bullion, looking for the high screen, gets it from Carter. Picks up the dribble, kicks it over to Quiller left wing. He'll pass on the three, give it off to Amir Thompson. Off the screen, Amir Thompson, middle of the lane, the runner up, and he'll draw the foul. That'll send Amir Thompson back to the free throw line. He didn't get the bucket to go, but picks up the foul. I think they got that one on Kai Canfield. That's his second foul, second team foul on the Eagles here in the fourth quarter. 6:26 remaining. Amir Thompson back to the free throw line. 3 for 8 on the ball game. This first free throw is good. Cuts the lead to 3 for the Eagles. 43-30. 43-40. Amir Thompson ready for his second free throw attempt. It's on the way. This one good as well. The lead down to 2 now for Georgetown, 43-41. Bullion in the backcourt against Quillard. Gets across the timeline. And he'll take it all the way to the bucket and lay it up. No, good. Too strong off the rim. Kick out pass, and Q Presley was holding his position. And they're going to call the foul as Quiller ran into Q Presley. And that'll be a foul on Q. That will be his second personal foul, third team foul on Georgetown here in the fourth quarter. Want to stay out of the bonus here. 6:10 left in the ball game. 43-41, Georgetown by 2. Amir Thompson across the timeline, dribbles to the right wing for the Hawks. And then he'll drive baseline, gives it off to Jaden Smith in the lane. His shot no good. Evan Mayhew rebounds, kicks it out to Canfield. He'll push it across the timeline, right wing. Slows it down. Up top to Mayhew. We'll give it back off to Canfield. 5:50 left wing in the hands of Q Presley. Q holds there. Off the dribble, will back it out. Slow things down, give it off to Christensen. He'll drive baseline, drops it into Mayhew, and a foul there on the floor. The foul whistled on number 10. That's on Quiller. That'll be Quiller's second personal foul, first team foul on the Hendrickson Hawks. Inbound, Mayhew has it middle of the lane. The left-handed runner, and he gets it up and in. Evan Mayhew, what a take there by the big guy. And he takes it to the hoop. He now has 8 in the ball game. And the Eagles lead by 4, 45-41. Lower the head, drive in, ball strip free. Cooper Christensen in the corner, but DiStefano dribbles it off his foot, out of bounds, and the Hawks turn it over. Good defense there by the Eagles. They get into the lane, and Evan Mayhew causing all kinds of havoc with his height and his length. That long wingspan. And now Chris Davis will check in for Quiller for the Hawks. On the floor for Georgetown is the starting 5. Presley, Canfield, Bullion, Mayhew, and Christensen. For the Hawks, DiStefano, Amir Thompson, King Carter, Chris Davis, and Jaden Smith. Bullion has it right wing. Kicks it out to Canfield. Fakes the 3. Back to Q Presley. He'll drive past DiStefano, the right block. Kick it out. Cooper from the left baseline. Three-pointer up too strong. Rebound Chris Davis for the Hawks. Davis holds there. 4:50 left here in the ball game. 4-point lead for Georgetown, 45-41. Davis pushes it up. Right elbow goes down low. Stolen away by Bullion into the hands of Canfield. Canfield will push it ahead. Christensen left wing. He'll split the defense. The runner up. Good. Cooper Christensen. What a good take there. He has now 8 in the ball game. And the lead up to 6, 47-41. And a quick timeout by head coach David Canfield. And we'll take it with him. 4:34 remaining in the ball game. 47-41. Georgetown leads it. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Georgetown takes the full timeout. 4:34 remaining in the ball game. And they lead it by 6, 47-41. The Hawks inbound. DiStefano will bring it up the floor for Hendrickson across the timeline. Left side here off a high screen from Carter. Kicks it to him in the middle of the lane. Pass stolen away by Canfield. Here comes Canfield. He'll push it across the timeline. He'll take it up strong against DiStefano. Kisses it off the glass and gets it to go. Kai Canfield now with 14 in the ball game. And the Eagles lead by 8, 49-41. Canfield now with 15 in the ball game. 49-41, 4 minutes remaining. King Carter, three-pointer from the right wing, no good. DiStefano, a great rebound there, gives it out to Jaden Smith down low. Amir Thompson will lay it up and in from the left side. Nice pass there and a nice lay-in by Amir Thompson. He now has 6 in the fourth quarter. 49-43, Presley across the timeline. Top of the key, will back it out with 3:35 remaining. In the ball game, gives it off to Canfield. Canfield out near midcourt, gives it off to Bullion on the left side. Bullion holds there. Bullion top of the key, he'll look to drive, spin. He'll stop at the free throw line, set his feet, knock the shot down. Landry Bullion makes it an 8-point lead again with that bucket. He now has 5 in the ball game. 51-43, 3:15 remaining. DiStefano, Jaden Smith left baseline 3. It's a brick, no good. Rebound, Chris Davis on the backside, and he'll back it out for Hendrickson. Off to the right wing, up top to Thompson. 3:05 remaining here in the ball game. Eagles lead by 9. High screen from Carter. Thompson on the right wing, looks to drive down to the baseline, runs over Presley, throws it up and in. No foul called, and a quick bucket there by Amir Thompson. He now has 8 in the quarter. And it cuts the lead back to 6, 51-45. And a quick timeout. We'll take it with them. Georgetown basketball continues in a moment. Here we're in fourth quarter. Georgetown leads by 6, 51-45. 2 minutes, 54 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Amir Thompson with 8 in the quarter for the Hawks to cut it back to 6 before the timeout by Coach Dvorak. Now the Eagles will inbound. Have to take it the length of the court. Bullion inbounds to Canfield. Now the defense will drop back, man-to-man coverage. Jaden Smith covers Canfield here. Now here comes the double team. Kick it ahead to Cooper Christensen at the top of the key, and he'll back it out. Give it off to Presley. Left baseline, wide open three. It's on the way. No good. Gets his rebound. Spins baseline. Left-handed layup. Good. Q. Presley. Way to follow your shot and get it now with 17 of the ball game. And the Eagles lead by 8, 53-45. 2:25 remaining in the ball game. DiStefano off the high screen. Dribbles right wing. Cut off there. Kicks it out left wing. Jaden Smith drives baseline. Tries to dump it off into the hands of Amir Thompson, but it's tipped out of bounds. They're going to call it off the Eagles. And now Quiller will check back in for King Carter for the Hawks. Hendrickson will inbound with 2:17 remaining in the ball game, trailing by 8. Georgetown 53, Hendrickson 45. Davis inbounds to Quiller, back to Davis, right wing. Dribbles there, will hand it off to Thompson. Amir Thompson has it against Cooper Christensen. Off the high screen from Quiller to the free throw lane. The jumper short off the rim. Evan Mayhew with the rebound for the Eagles. And he'll slow it down, give it off to Q Presley. 2 minutes left in the ball game. 2 minutes as Q Presley brings it across the timeline for Georgetown. Far side of the floor. Dribbles against Davis. Gives it off to Mayhew. And Mayhew will kick it back up top to Canfield, covered by DiStefano. Canfield will drive past him. Now back it out. Slow things down with 144 left here in the fourth quarter. Canfield dribbles around DiStefano. Top of the key. Now backs it out again. He'll give it off to Q Presley. Q will drive to the left elbow, but lose the dribble in the hands of Chris Davis, and there will be a foul on Q Presley, and that'll send Chris Davis and the Hawks. Nope, not to the free throw line. That was the 14th foul on the Eagles. Q Presley's third foul, 14th foul for the Eagles. So the next foul will put the Hawks in the bonus. Thompson across the timeline. Up top off a screen from Quiller. Back to the left side. Kick it out. Chris Davis, left baseline three on the way. Good. Davis hits it, cuts it to a 5-point deficit. Nice job there. Davis now with 5 points of the ball game. His first scoring since the first quarter. 53-48. Georgetown leads by 5. Full timeout by Coach Dvorak. We'll take it with them. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Georgetown, Hendrickson, the battle. It is going on here at Georgetown High School. 53-48, Georgetown by 5. Had an 8-point lead before Chris Davis knocked down the left baseline corner three. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Georgetown will inbound on the Hendrickson end of the floor. Landry Bullion to inbound for the Eagles. He'll get it into Cooper Christensen, but it's tipped free into the hands of Thompson. Into the lane. He'll go up and around. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Stripped free. Canfield comes away with it. He'll give it off to Bullion, and here come the Eagles. Ahead to Presley, right wing. And Presley was going in to lay it up, and he's whistled for a traveling violation. Turnover on the Eagles. Back over to Hendrickson with 1:07 remaining in the ball game. Quiller to inbound for the Hawks. So inbound to Thompson in the backcourt. Thompson across the timeline, center of the floor. 1 minute left of the ball game. Thompson kick it out. Chris Davis left baseline. Passes on to three. Up to Quiller on the wing. Gives it off to Davis. Davis fakes. Drives into the free throw lane. Kicks it out. Jaden Smith on the right wing. Back to Davis. Baseline. Drives in. Tries to go around Mayhew. Can't. Mayhew gets the rebound. Gives it off to Canfield. Canfield trapped in the corner. And there's the foul on Jaden Smith with 44 seconds remaining. That foul on Jaden Smith. His fourth. But only the second team foul on the Hawks, so they still have to foul 3 more times to get the Eagles into the bonus. With only 44 seconds remaining here in the ballgame, down by 5. Bullion throws it ahead to Canfield, but it's tracked down by Amir Thompson. Thompson in the backcourt across the timeline. He splits past Presley into the free throw lane, drops it low. DiStefano blocked by Mayhew into the hands of Bullion, and there's the foul on Thompson. Evan Mayhew, a big block. And the Eagles get it back, and there's the third foul now on the Hawks. They'll whistle that one on Amir Thompson. That's his first personal foul, third team foul for Hendrickson. What a big block there by Evan Mayhew. Now a discussion at the table with one of the officials, and now they get it straightened out. Georgetown to inbound. 34.18 seconds remaining. Boyan to inbound. He'll get it into Canfield, covered by Jaden Smith. Canfield dribbles into a double team. Up to Mayhew. Backdoor cut to Boyan. Down to Presley. Right block. Layup. Good. Q. Presley knocks it down. 20 seconds remaining. Presley with 19 of the ball game, and the Eagle lead is 7, 55-48. Block! Alvin Mayhew into the hands of Cooper Christensen. Another block by Evan Mayhew. Amir Thompson's second personal foul. What a block by the big man, Evan Mayhew. Thompson picks up the foul. It's only the fourth team foul on the Hawks. And now a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Georgetown Eagle basketball and First Responder Broadcasting is sponsored by Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Mack Hike Ford Lincoln of Georgetown. Thank you to Mack Hike for all your support to bring you Georgetown Eagle basketball here by the First Responder Broadcasting team. Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, the only place we take my wife's Jeep Wrangler. We trust them with all the maintenance and upkeep of her Jeep Wrangler. And we love them there at Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Proud sponsors of Georgetown Eagle basketball, along with Mack Hike Ford Lincoln of Georgetown. 13.24 seconds remaining. Georgetown leads it by 7, 55-48. Cooper Christensen inbound for Georgetown in the backcourt. He'll get it into Canfield, and he's immediately fouled by Chris Davis. 12.86 seconds remaining. The foul on Davis, his third, and that'll send Kai Canfield to the free throw line for the two shots. Now in the bonus are the Eagles. Canfield with 15 points on the night is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. The rest of the Eagle team back on the far end of the court. Canfield's first free throw off the back iron, no good. One more free throw coming here for Canfield. With the win, Georgetown improved to 10-1 on the year in district, 24-7 overall as Canfield knocks this one down. The lead up to 8, 56-48. Canfield now with 16 in the ball game. In the corner, the three from Jaden Smith, good. Lead down to 5, 56-51. The timeout by Coach Dvorak with 5.36 seconds remaining. Nice shot there by Jaden Smith. He now has 9 in the ball game. And a 30-second timeout, or full timeout. We'll take it with them. Eagle basketball continues in a moment. Here live, Georgetown High School. 6 seconds now on the clock exactly. 6.00 seconds remaining. Georgetown to inbound with a 5-point lead, 56-51. Cooper Christensen to inbound for the Eagles. He'll look to get it in and does to Canfield. Canfield fouled in the corner. 4.82 seconds remaining, and that'll send Kai Canfield to the other end of the floor for 2 free throws. The foul whistled on DiStefano, his first personal foul here in the ball game. Canfield heads down to the free throw line. 16 points in the ball game for Canfield. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Chance to make it a three-possession ball game if he can make them both. First free throw good for Canfield. The lead up to 6, 57-51. Ty can make it a 3-possession ball game here with the made free throw with 4.82 seconds remaining. Canfield ready, fires away. This free throw good as well. And a 7-point lead for your Eagles. Chris King, right wing, fires the 3 at the buzzer. It's in and out, no good. And your Georgetown Eagles win the ball game 58-51 over the Hendrickson Hawks. to stay in sole possession of first place in District 23. 24-7 on the year, 10-1 in district. Hendrickson falls to 21-11, 8-3 in district play. It depends on what Conley does tonight, and they are taking on Conley tonight is taking on Bastrop. So you expect a win there from Conley. So these two teams will be tied at 7-3. It's second place at district, and so Georgetown, an opportunity here to kind of just take over the district title. If they can win out, they have a game on Tuesday night. That is on the road at Cedar Creek at 7 p.m. Come join us live there at Cedar Creek High School. The Eagles will take on the Cedar Creek Eagles. A win there would move them to 11-1, and no worse than tied for the championship, the district title, if they can win that game at Cedar Creek with 2 games remaining and no one having less than 3 losses on the year in district play going into that. Georgetown wins it 58-51. Q Presley had 19 on the night. Kai Canfield had 18 on the night for your Eagles. So both of those players step up and have a good ball game. Evan Mayhew has 8 on the night. Christensen with 8 on the night. And Bullion with 5 on the night. All 5 starters score in the ball game, and that's it. No bench scoring for the Eagles, but the starters do a great job. Ronald Proctor, Isaiah Capers, Charles Johnson on in some relief there for the Eagles as well, doing the work defensively. And Georgetown gets the win over the Hendrickson Hawks. Q Presley leads the way, 19 points of the night. Kai Canfield with 18 of his own. And your Georgetown Eagles improved to 10-1 on the year in District 23. A 5-game win streak for the Eagles as they get ready to go on the road Tuesday at Cedar Creek High School. We'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll have a couple of interviews, and we'll sign it off for the weekend. You're listening to Georgetown Eagle Basketball, brought to you by Matt Kike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Matt Kike Ford Lincoln here on the SHN Sports Network. I tell you what, it is a celebration here at Georgetown High School. The Eagles win it 58-51 over the Hendrickson Hawks, remain in first place, a district at 10-1 on the year. And here's 2 of the ballers right here, Evan Mayhew, Q Presley. Evan had 8 on the night, but I tell you what, I think he had as many blocks. I had more fun screaming block there towards the end. Evan, tonight the height came into play. Millard came in at 6'3" off the bench. You bring in King Carter, Amir Thompson, but a lot of hesitation out of this Hawk offense to go up against you. A lot of blocks on the night. A good job defensively down low. Talk about a big win like this tonight. Some guys stepped up when Kevin DeBray's out on the season, most likely with his injury. Make it back for some playoffs, but a big loss, and you guys stepped up in a big way to take control of first place.
Yeah, we strive for this. We had to play it without Ryan and Fredericksburg too. That was our mentality coming into this game. We had to work our butts off and just go as hard as we could, and it paid off in the end. We all contributed as much as we could, and it all worked out.
Q Presley, 19 points on the night. A beautiful performance tonight. Only 4 points in the first matchup over at Hendrickson. An opportunity here. I talked to Coach Canfield before the game. An opportunity for you to step up in a role here that you've done in many games, but tonight this team needed it more than ever, and you start off with 12 points in the first quarter, 19 on the night. Talk about a big win like this tonight at home, a great student body crowd, and now 10-1 in district, separating yourselves a little bit more from the competition.
You know, we had to play without Ryan tonight, so we knew our energy had to be higher, more quick, more explosive. So I just knew coming to this game we had to attack the rim and just work hard tonight.
19 points on the night. Kai contributes 18 there down the end with several free throws. A big night for this team. You guys had to dig deep. You talked about it, Evan. This team played without Ryan during the Christmas break at Fredericksburg, and the team found an ability amongst themselves to go in and win 4 big games on the road in neutral territory, but without one of the main starters that's been here all year. And now this team continues to answer that call in a big game here at home tonight. Coach Canfield, I think, finally just took a deep sigh and was able to relax. How do you guys keep this momentum going now on the road again for 2 straight games? We'll go to Cedar Creek on Tuesday, but then across town at Eastview on Friday night. How do you guys maintain this intensity as you look forward to try to close out and win a district championship?
We just got to keep going at it. We got to keep working hard in practice. We got to prepare ourselves, and we got to know what's coming. We got to be ready. That 1-0 mentality I mentioned last time. Just keep going, keep working our hardest, and just play our game.
Q, what's it do for this team when big man goes down and flushes one on the run?
It gives us a lot of energy. I feel like that was when we had our run, and that just boosted everything, and that was great.
You guys come out down by 4 at the end of the half and then have a big second quarter, finally get into a double-digit lead, kind of get in that comfort zone, and all of a sudden this defense that tightens down that pressure, and then the offense pays off of that. How much fun is a game like this over a 30-point win, a game like this against a high-talented team in Hendrickson? How much fun did you guys have on the floor tonight and look forward to continuing this season?
Pressure of these games, knowing out Hendrickson has a great squad, amazing players, great matchups on all ends, and I love that. I love competing. I love challenging myself, and I think that's the most fun part of the game. And it's just these are the most fun games of basketball you can play.
You know, coming in this game, we knew our matches were going to be different, so we had to come in with a higher energy level, and it was hella fun. You know, competing out here with our boys and getting the dub.
Shout outs before I let you go. I got it. Coach Canfield, he finally relaxed over there behind you. I'm kind of excited to talk to him. Any shout outs before I let you guys go?
Everybody watching at home, my grandma, my friends in Nebraska, my friends and family in yeah, it's Nebraska. Just everywhere. My uncles and my parents and Q.
Shout out my parents for coming out supporting us, our student body, and hopefully Ryan gets well.
Q Presley, Evan Mayhew leading this Eagle team to a big win tonight over the Hendrickson Hawks. I'll kick them out of here and get Coach Canfield in here. Great job, young men. See you guys Tuesday night over at Cedar Creek. And now Coach Canfield, you seem a little bit more relaxed than before the game. Yeah. What a ball game. We talked about this before the game. A couple of minutes there before you realized, hey, it's fourth quarter. I got to go talk to my boys. This team answered a call that you challenged them with. We did this at Fredericksburg without one of our big players. He's out injured right now. What the future holds, we don't know. You can ask for miracles and cryotherapy to be your best friend, and Ryan and his dad will do everything possible. This team answered the bell tonight. They were down by 4 at half, and another third quarter answer under pressure to win a big game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew Hendrickson was going to bring it. They wanted it bad. They took a swing, a haymaker at the beginning. It was 7-0 before we could blink. And all of a sudden, we need to relax. We need to calm down. I still think we settled for a lot, and we said, hey, get to the rim. That's going to be our friend. Get to the rim. And so we started attacking. At half, they had 14 offensive rebounds. 16, and we had 14 total. Yes. So give them all the credit for coming out with that intensity and effort. And I was just telling our guys, hey, you're starting to do a better job of blocking out, but then go get it and finish the possession. And still, we just need to do a better job with that, because I know when we get in the playoffs, I know there are teams that are going to be crashing the boards like nobody's business.
I got nervous. I can't lie, because I even said on Tuesday night at Elgin, I renamed them the Hendrickson Haymakers, and boy, they came out. All of a sudden, it was 7-0. I'm like, what did I cause? What? Oh my goodness. Q Presley, 12 points in the first quarter, 19 on the night. Yes. Kai Canfield, 18 points on the night. Clutch free throws down the end to separate this team. Evan Mayhew, 8 big points, but some big blocks, defensive stands. I told him it had to be as many as his points. But then we talked about, I asked Q what it does for this team when Evan, you start to see this young man just blossom into that 6'9" frame that he is, creating the intimidation factor, but then the flush on the run, the dunk there, that sparked that energy in this team on that run there in the third quarter. How do you keep that kind of momentum going in this team, knowing we're sitting 2 games of everybody in district, but we still have 2 road games to go play next week in Cedar Creek and Eastview, and this team has to stay locked in. How do you keep that momentum going for this group?
That next road game against Cedar Creek is a big one. because they've got two guys that are just really good. And honestly, we usually put Ryan on their big. And we'll see if Cooper can step up to the call, because he did a fabulous. I don't know how many points 13 had, but I thought he did a great job of holding him in check and keeping him there, as well as the teammates kind of squeezing a little bit and forcing them into some difficult shots. But Tuesday is going to be a tough one on the road, and our guys have stayed focused, and I know they're going to bring the effort and intensity, so I'm excited.
We could talk about it over and over. The 1-0 mentality has taken over this program and then over this team, and they're buying into that. 2-4 to start the season. 3 games in the last 24 that this team has lost. And they've gone on a magnificent run, and 3 tough losses. Argyle, a top 10 team in the state, a Liberty Hill team that's a top 25 team, an Eastview battle, and a rival game here at home by 1. But this team continues to maintain that focus. Evan's first statement was, we got to worry about going 1-0 on Tuesday night. It's just been fun to watch that. And you see that the maturity starting to come to play for some of these kids that are becoming leaders on this team. How much are you going to enjoy this one this weekend before the 1-0 has to set in for Tuesday night?
Well, so we got the news early this morning. It was the last drill in practice before we're going to free throws when Ryan went down. And, it was oh my goodness, what's going on? But then actually at lunchtime today, I visited with Mr. Johnson, our principal, and he was the one that brought up, he goes, hey, I just want to let you know, when we were at Fredericksburg, our team rallied together, and they did some amazing things. I had some friends text and said, next man up mentality. There are going to be some guys that are going to make some memories tonight. And Landry hit a huge shot at the end off of what I felt could have been a block on the defensive player, but he gathered himself and knocked it down. You just go down the list of guys just doing things that gave us opportunities to win the game. Really proud. Really proud.
24-7, 10-1 in district. Go enjoy this with your team. Shout-outs before I let you get out of here.
First and foremost, our student section rocked it tonight. They brought it. With that energy, really fueled us and helped us. The other shout-out I'm going to give to y'all for coming to every game and doing what you do. The passion that you have in this, it's a beautiful thing.
Having a blast with this team. They move 24-7, 10-1 in district. Coach Canfield and the Eagles win it tonight over the Hendrickson Hawks to separate themselves in the district standings. And now on the road, we go next week on Tuesday and Friday to take on Cedar Creek at Eastview. Come join us, Cedar Creek, on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. start. If you can't be there, First Responder Broadcasting will bring you all the coverage live here on the SHN Sports Network. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock, first tip. 58-51, Georgetown wins it by 7 over the Hawks. Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm, stay dry, whatever it may be, but enjoy it, and come back and enjoy some Eagle basketball next week. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good weekend, everybody.